Welcome to the Creator Podcast. Today, such an interesting moment happened for me. I was on a call with one of my coaches, and I had this just ginormous epiphany of how weak our minds actually are. And I just, first of all, want to say thank you to my amazing coach that's helping me here and pointed this out. Because no matter where you're at in your life, no matter who you are, there are moments when you feel weak. You can't overcome your own mental blockages, and you need someone in your corner cheering you on. And I felt that today. It was real. You see, I've been trying to launch a new business, a business really designed to help people, because in the core of me, that's what I know I'm supposed to do, is help other people overcome their limiting beliefs. And I've put all this effort in, thousands and thousands of dollars, because I just really want to help people. And I've invested it all. I've learned a ton. I've gone through so many different mindset things to be prepared in order to help other people get to that next level. And I'm not doing it for fame. I'm not doing it for anything other than just knowing that's what I'm supposed to do. My inner voice continues to tell me this every single day. This is what you're meant to do. And today, I had that moment where it's like, I've put in all this time. I'm looking at the statistics. I'm looking at the numbers based off of the amount of ads I'm putting in. I'm looking at the amount of people that have filled out the certain surveys and the things that I'm going through to collect data. And there's one common theme. The common theme is that I've been focusing too much on the income aspect of it. For those that have followed and know, I'm not in the best financial situation. I'm leveraged in debt, and I'm used to making quite a bit of money. But with the recent changes of economy, the shift over to a new business, these are not excuses, but it has deterred my focus on sustaining that income. And therefore, here I sit now in this situation. Would I have done it a different way? Sure. Had I gone back, do I know what I need to do differently now? Yes, and I'm implementing those things, and we're starting to see the income come back. However, there is this part of me that doesn't want to focus on the income, doesn't want to focus on the money as much as just helping people. And that part of me weighs more right now than the money itself. And so I'm sitting here looking at the statistics of how I can help these people, and I have help and money, and they're conflicting. They're not aligned. Because I'm asking too much with the hope that my services and the things that I can do to help people, I'm asking more money than what I should be right now. Where I should be focusing on the seed and nurturing the seed, I'm trying to just go throw a tree in a pot. And it's interesting feedback that I'm experiencing as I'm looking at the numbers, and the common theme continues to go over and over and over, which is you need to lose yourself in the service of other people. You need to just serve. And as you continue to serve and you help people overcome things, that's when you get the followers. That's when you get the influential persona that you are. And that's when you can increase your prices, because eventually more people will come to you and be drawn to you because you're magnetizing them based off of the amount of service you've put. And it's so funny. I've started 7 different businesses, and all of those businesses have been based off of the service. It's not been about the price. It's been about the service. And, a few of them, my mortgage company, my real estate company, it's because I remember jumping up on a ladder, painting sheds. I remember installing flooring for a good client of mine. I remember giving money away and just not worrying about the money. And what's so interesting is we are always taken care of, to the point where now we sit in our real estate business and it's a great business. And we've experienced a lot of growth because of that service. And yet, for whatever reason, that service continues to dwindle as we start focusing on money. And I talked about that yesterday or a couple days ago. But here's the real focus, and the feedback I've received today is that you may have an amazing product. You may have an amazing gift. And you may feel like this gift or this product isn't going recognized. But you may be complicating it. Maybe it's not as difficult as you're making it in your life right now. What if it could actually be easier? What if you could actually impact, in my case, what if I could actually impact the people I wanted to impact at the scale I wanted to impact, and I could do it with less of the resources? Maybe I don't need to do the videos as much. Maybe I don't need to pay for the expensive lighting and the amount of content being pushed out. What if it already is enough? What if what you're already serving is enough? And that's what's been going through my mind today, is I know in my heart that I have amazing qualities and gifts. We talk about the big E versus the little e on a previous episode. The little e inside me knows that I have this gift to resonate with people, to really speak to people, and to get them to feel motivated in their life. I know that. The reason why I know that is because I consistently get phone calls with people asking me to help them. And so that's what I love, is I love giving back, and I love sharing that motivation, encouragement with other people. And yet there's this higher part of me that wants it faster, that wants the growth, right? Do I want a $250 million company right now so I can go sit on a beach? Yes. But is that even real? Or is that an idea of what I've associated success to become? $250 million, I've never experienced that. So what would that look like? Right? Sure, maybe I get to go on a beach once in a while, but that's going to bring more levels, because this is a new devil I'm facing. And so I'm going to have to go and sort through that $250 million problem. And maybe it's not even a problem. What if it was just a $250 million feedback? I get to relate with that feedback and figure out the new life I want to create. There's a lot going on in my mind right now. So today's episode feels a little like just opening up. That's what it is I just barely got off this call with this coach. And we looked at it and we said, man, we simplified something that is a beautiful offering. We have the offering. 750 people in the last 30 days have clicked on this offering. And so we have what the people want. We're able to get 750 clicks on my website with a budget of $500. That's pretty incredible. I mean, that's less than $1 a click. Statistically, we would all want that in our business. So now we look at it and say, all right, we have the ad drives the traffic, and we have the audience. We know we have what the audience wants. And yet here we sit and the conversions are low. Is it ironic that they go to a web page and there are 4 different options ranging from $47 to $20,000. Realistically, what they want is the $20,000 program, but are these people prepared for the $20,000 program? Probably not. But you see, the issue isn't the $20,000 program. The issue is I haven't given enough value to people to justify that $20,000. I haven't earned the value there yet. And that's what most of us in our business are going through. We have our pricing and we're going, oh, no one wants to pay this price. And we start blaming pricing on, oh, the economy is bad. Oh, this individual is too cheap. And no one's justifying our price. And yet we sit there with no business. But there are a lot of people around us that want what we have to offer. We just haven't served it enough yet. We haven't created the momentum behind it. Business is a momentum play. It's like going on a basketball court. You miss your first shot, you miss your second shot, and some people stop shooting in the game. And then you have the other ones who say, you know what, no, I'm going to go get a layup, right? Or I'm going to get to the free throw line. I'm going to go get physically hurt and fouled to get to the shot, to see the ball go in the hoop, right? And that's where I'm at with one of my businesses right now is I have to get to the free throw line. I may have to give away things for free, which is a shot at my ego. It's a foul to my ego, right? But I may have to go out there and prove just so that I can see the success, just so one person or maybe 10 or maybe 100 people at a very discounted, steep value see the value I'm providing and catch the momentum. And once they've caught that momentum, then what? Now here we sit. Just like on a basketball court, you catch momentum. Now all of a sudden you're unguardable. Now all of a sudden you're signing contracts. If you're an NBA player, you're signing contracts of millions and millions of dollars. And it's because you've earned the right. And yet I think that for me, I haven't earned the right yet to go and justify. And it's clearly there in the data. The data shows you have what the people want. Your product is good, but your offering sucks. And so that's what I get to go back and design, is the offering. What is it? What am I offering? And does the value of what I'm offering reflect the price that someone's willing to pay? Because it's not about the price. It never has been. What it's about is the value you're willing to provide and what the value perceived by the customer is. It's that value that they're willing to pay just about anything for. And so what you need to do is show the value of your product more, not by telling, but by showing, by getting testimonials, allowing demos, whatever it is you do, you need to allow more value and then collect the testimonials and allow other people to give you the value. We talked about this the other day on the big E versus the little e, right? I could get out there and tell people how great I am and how my product should be this price. But at the end of the day, isn't it easier for someone else to go tell someone how great the product is and how the price is justified? Isn't it easier for a testimonial for someone to speak for you on your behalf than it is for you to go out there and tell everyone how great you are? There's a lot going through my mind right now, and I think that you can understand the passion behind it because this is the truth. This is real. Yes, you may be going through financial issues. Yes, you may have your back up against the wall. And yes, you may feel like I either got to continue this or I've got to change. And I promise you that as you forget about the money and you continue to serve other people, I promise you that's where you'll see your business is. And I'm learning that once again with my business here, this new one I've started. I'm learning that that's about the service aspect of this particular business that lacks. But I can tell you that taking a real estate company from 0 to 7 figures is easy if you're focusing on the right things, if you're focusing on the service, if you're not patting your big ego. It's easy along the way, and there are things you learn, and the feedback is amazing. Before you know it, you're professional in your space. But oftentimes, we're too focused. And I'm not going to say me. I'm too focused on my ego and the things that are driving me, when realistically, it's never been about me, and it's been about what I can do to help other people. What is it that I'm offering? How impactful is this? And how many lives are going to change and be touched because of this offering? Not because of the price they're willing to pay, but because of the amount of value they get from an individual that has learned these things too. Hope this helps you with your business today. It sure as heck helped mine. There's major things that I'm shifting already that, may in the short term feel like I'm financially giving things away for free, but in the long term, the value will be an evergreen because the amount of people impacted by it will be tremendous because of the small actions of giving first and staying in the lane of serving and loving your fellow man, your fellow human being, loving your neighbor. And the reason why you love your neighbor is because you love yourself first. Because you understand, if you're listening to this podcast, you understand you're a creator. You understand you're created in God's image. So if you're created in God's image, why are you so stressed about all the things, your finances, the amount of people that love you? Why aren't you just focused on doing what God does for us, which is serve every single day? If God came to this earth right now, there's not a single being, and asked you for money, how much money would you give to learn from God? And that's the question I have. How much would you give financially? You get everything to learn because you've practiced the value, you felt his love for you. And that's ultimately what it comes down to. Is people are willing to give you more because you've given yourself to the people. Just want to say thank you so much for listening to today's episode. There was a lot there. I don't necessarily know if it made sense, but I hope it did for you. I hope that you needed to hear this and that this information resonates with you, because that's what this podcast is. If you feel so inclined, you could do this show a ginormous favor by sharing this episode with someone. Allowing the opportunity for someone else to experience maybe the same trials and things you're going through. It's okay to be vulnerable and tell people how certain things have helped you overcome the experiences you're going through in your life right now. So I'd invite you to give your honest feedback, share the show, whatever you feel so inclined to do. I would greatly appreciate it. And I hope that you have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching or listening, whatever social media platform you're using to get access to the show. I greatly appreciate it. Have a wonderful day.